Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Simon, this is Brett.
Oh, and this is Super Bear. And he's waving.
Why do you always do that?
Which?
When you put it down you make it wave. Instead of just going, you have to go, he's waving.
In case you can't quite see, he's waving. Because he's too small.
Okay.
And punching you in the nose.
Right. If you watched our last video, you'd know that I've been on a little bit of a buying spree recently off of eBay. And I've been buying some things that I really like.
And were a complete waste of money.
No, they weren't. They were not.
You definitely were.
They weren't. They were brilliant things. Things that I really like. Some of which are, well, I say some. Most of which are going to be shown on the channel soon. One thing is something I've wanted for years that came from the 80s, and that'll probably be up on the channel next week. But today we're going to take a look at this. Haha, I like this.
I don't.
I do.
I don't.
I do.
Super Bear's off.
Wink. Oh.
You missed.
Oh, I made that pop out. Now, I grew up in the 80s, and Thundercats came out then, and I had a Lion-O figure, and that was about it. But when it came out in 2011 with the remake, they started bringing out some more toys, and they brought out this sword. Now this is the Deluxe Sword of Omens. And I was going on eBay recently and I was looking at some. And these actually can sell for around 20 to 40 pounds, depending on what you're willing to pay. Now, some of them, it does depend on condition. Some of them have some rubbed off paint on the Thundercats logo here, and some of them that I saw had some red paint missing from the eye, and some of the eye was missing as well. So when you're buying these, try and look out for ones.
Red paint missing from the eye,
yeah,
and the eye was missing too.
No, on some of them there was white patches on here where the paint is rubbed off, and then some of them had the paint missing off the actual eye itself, the black bit. Right? Get it?
Yeah, but you shouldn't have said it's missing paint from the eye and the eye is missing.
Doink.
You stabbed my bear.
I know. I like this sword, and I've been after one for a little while, and I found this one,
and wasted money.
I was quite pleased with it when I got it. Now it runs on these little button batteries, which actually my wife hates.
It's the worst thing in the world.
She hates those because we actually put one on the side one time, and one of them blew up, so she doesn't like them anymore. And another time we put some into something, they got really, really hot, so she hates those batteries. So this isn't something that she's over keen on. But it takes 3 of those little button batteries into this compartment. Now it's a bit smaller than I would have imagined at first. But you've got a switch down here. He makes that noise. Now he's got 2 buttons. He's got this little arrow here, and he's got this little lever here. Now, with the little button in the middle, you press that, and that comes out, makes a noise, and then you've got Lion-O talking.
He does not deserve any of this.
Now with this button here, you've got either to make sound effects, like or
how many sound effects are there?
When you press, before you press it, you can't pull this out. But if you press it in, it releases the blade and also makes him say thunder. And what you have to do is release that, and then it makes the rest of the sentence, which is actually a bit strange.
Why?
Well, the fact that if you do that, it keeps saying thunder.
Thunder, 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 Thundercats!
Wait, hold in.
That's what people say about stomachs.
Wait, I think I know what he's probably thinking. Please release its button so I can stop talking.
I like this one. And this light here, he lights up in different ways. Sometimes it's brighter than others with what it's doing. So
How many times does it take him to realise he
But
doesn't
on the-
deserve it?
On the back, where the eye is, doesn't light up. It's only the one side. So this is the full extent of the sword.
It's tiny.
Well, it's quite small, but I like it. I'm going to put it on display somewhere. Because I really do like it.
In which place?
I don't know yet. I
With
haven't
this?
decided. Hey?
Like it's right now, with these parts closed in.
I'm thinking about having it like this. With these out. Because I like it. And then you push that in.
Thundercats.
And then you put the sword
Wait, you
back
only
in.
said
And he
thunder
locks...
once?
No, I let go of the button, didn't I? And then he locks into place, so you can't just pull that out.
Why?
Some people do say that if you hold that and flick it, then that would flick out. But mine doesn't do that.
It's broken.
No, it's not. It's just stiff. But even the ones I've seen before, they were stiff as well. And then what you do to close it back up is you push down the top bit, pull it up to there, and he locks into place until you're ready to do it again.
Yeah, and I have to do that whack all over again.
Give me sight beyond sight.
If I ask you to turn those lights off, and then I'll show you how bright the lights are. The light is, I mean. So, and that one.
Now it's getting dark.
Yeah, I know. Ready? We're going to be in full darkness. Well, a bit darkness. A bit darker.
It's very dim.
So,
How bright is it? Because I can't see.
Give me
Well,
sight
you're not meant to.
beyond sight. Thunder. 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 Thundercats. Ho!
Now Swear's gone so deaf.
so it is a nice item. I do like it. Now, like I said, you could pay between £20 to £40 for these, depending on what you want to do. I saw one just before I bought this one. People were bidding on it, and it went for £40.
That's way too much.
I paid £25 for mine.
Still too much.
No, it's not. And I think at £25 for something this old, well, it's only 9 years old. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for me in the future.
Just put on a shelf and get dusty. What?
It's not necessarily going to be on a shelf getting dusty. I said I might display it somewhere and I might actually use it.
On a shelf to get dusty, and he's now admitting he plays with toys.
It's not like the 80s. In the 80s I had a red sword, right? It was all red and I had a yellow bit across the hilt. And I used to run all around the house. And that sword would either be Lion-O's sword, He-Man's sword, or Knight's sword, or anything. You run around the house using your imagination. But I'm not allowed to do that anymore because people sound too old.
Which he is.
But
And he missed.
anyway, if you
He's
like
swinging a miss.
if you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. We've got the 2002 He-Man sword that we showed in our last video. So if you want to see what that was like, then check that one out. And I've got some other stuff that I've been buying off of eBay. One of which is a game that is really of its time in the 80s, and it's really cool. It's something that I actually only saw once in person, actually in the 80s. A friend of mine had them, and it's always stuck in my mind, and I've always wanted to get one, and I finally got one.
It
So-
took him this long.
So I'm going to show it next week. But for now, thank you very much for watching, and
Sword of
How many times?
sight
He
beyond
doesn't
sight.
deserve it. Missed.
bye-bye.
Bye. And guess what? He's waving. And now he's off.
I like this.